Hey, what up guys? I'm trying to do another video here. I got quite a few hits on my last one after I tried it out, so I've been seeing a lot of crazy monk advice going out around there, out on YouTube, and so much of it is just freaking terrible that I really wanted to do another video and show people, what monk is really about, and uh, put away some freaking myths that what monks need to do. So I'm gonna show off my gear and what I'm doing here in Act 2. Got a lot of upgrades since the last time. The old build, I don't really use it anymore, mostly because I can go much faster with some other builds. But the only reason I use that other one is because my gear just couldn't handle uh, some of the stuff that's in Act 2 and 3 is, especially Act 3, that build won't work at all because the enemies are just, they have super high move speed, so the 60% slow isn't going to help you like it does in Act 2. So, now I'm going to show off some of my gear and show you what you need to run the new build that I'm doing. So we got 32% crit now. 197 chance to hit. So new build is the crit build. Gotta build a lot of crit for this to work. And then let's see what else we got here. Still have a bunch of life on hit, high life steal, a little bit of life regen, some move speed, and I forgot to bring my mercenary, so I'll probably go back to town and pick her up. But I also got some Natalias, some chess piece, another Natalia's. I'm gonna try to probably look for the ring next, though right now so much of the stuff on the AH is overpriced and not worth a damn. Like the Natalia's ring is really good, but it's not worth 5 mil. You can get some crazy stuff for 5 mil. Some of the uniques are overpriced, but I mean, you're paying for that set bonus with that 5 mil. Alright, so let's see. I think that's everything. So you can see my deck still isn't that high. You can see my vitality. It's at 26k. It's not that high. My damage got way higher than what it used to be. And I'll tell you that life steal really starts to kick in around 17k. You can take a lot of damage to the face while you're life stealing that high. So we're going to take the Enchantress. I take her now because I didn't realize, but if you know now, you can take MF stuff on her, and she'll pop up this little 10% magic find. So when I have her, my magic find is all the way up to 40 without even killing anyone. So that helps a lot. Now, this build takes Cyclone, so every time I crit, when this has that 3 stacks, a 20% chance or never mind, some chance, it doesn't really say, for a lightning tornado to come out. That thing is awesome. You'll see that in a second. The blinding flash with the empowered faith and light gives you way more damage after you use it, so after you use it, the life steal becomes really nice because it'll do a lot of more damage, so while they're blinded, you can get yourself back up to full HP. Still keep this at the 4 seconds, it's just so good. And now I've been taking this because the reduced damage, it's just one of the most reliable reduces damage spells, and the extra life regen is always pretty nice in my opinion. Now I take Way of the 100 Fists and then Blazing Fist, so my crits are going to increase the attack and move speed by 5 seconds. That thing stacks so fast, like incredibly fast. Like one combo will get me to 3 stacks and keep it that way. And then finally you have Crippling Wave. Since you got to take it to the face and the tsunami isn't really worth it anymore, the Crippling Wave works really well. Makes me take even less damage. And then we'll go through the skills so you can see my runes. So we got Resolve, one with everything, Guardian's Path because I'm still dual wielding, and I'm pretty sure I showed off the rest. So see how this goes. a lot easier than my previous stuff. So first we come up here. Trying to film this in a little bit better quality, so I think I'm kind of lagging pretty bad. I might have to turn down the video settings. Trying to do a better quality video, but it looks like my computer just can't handle it. The processor's not what it used to be, even if the graphics card is good. You can see those tornadoes popping out. They really pop out a lot in when you have a big group of guys. Probably see them on this fight here. Now those tornadoes are pretty awesome. They'll zap anyone that's nearby and do a lot of damage for you. Now you still gotta watch out for these guys when they hit you. That can still hurt and burst you. The biggest thing to worry about in the build with high lifesteal is that if you get bursted, you're dead. So you can see how easy this was compared to my last video where I had to kite all around and do all this crazy stuff just to stay alive. Now with some gear, you can really blaze through some of this without too much problem. Usually the elites at the end, unless they have some ridiculous abilities, are usually real easy to kill. At this level of DPS and everything, you can really ramp it up. I'm going to try to keep this video short though. Maybe I'll do some Act 3 later. Though I gotta say in Act 3 the elites still mess me up really hard. They just do so much damage that my HP is going to have to be higher. My resists are going to probably have to go back up to around 700. But I'll tell you right now, you can't get the offensive stats that you want. You can't get those offensive stats that you desperately want without sacrificing a lot of your offense, which just, everything makes a big difference. See, these guys are easy. Health Link, Vortex, Mortar. With this build, I mean, most of the time I can just, that lightning crap they do, I'm just gonna heal right through it. I mean, with all three of them going, it gets pretty nasty. I might have to step out and 1 down, 2 down, oh, and they're all dead. And that's the little run. I mean, if you want to run Belial, I really don't like running Belial. The chances of that third phase just going bad, it just takes so much practice and just not worth it. Because the bosses in this game, if you haven't noticed already, just don't drop enough. So, few things before I go that everyone seems to be confused about. Armor is almost as good as resist. If you have your resist low but you have your armor real high, you want to keep them at about the same percent. Like right now, I have 61% reduction here, and then I have 66% reduction here. You want to keep those percent reductions about the same, and you want to get that dodge chance up as high as you possibly can. If I had a choice of choosing some other stuff, I would definitely try to get my dodge chance up because it's so much damage. It is basically a percent reduction, and the biggest thing you're worried about is getting bursted anyway. Well, that dodge is just going to make sure that you completely miss. Things just completely miss, and it's just so good for Monk. And when I get some more decks and and a few more stats, I'm actually going to try to convert over to the Sixth Sense. I see that as being a very end-game skill. Your dodge chances increase by an amount equal to 30% of your crit. So that can be a pretty huge increase after you get that crit starting to get stacked. Yeah, and a lot of people are like, oh, life on hit is so freaking good, life steal, you don't need any life steal. Wrong, wrong. You absolutely need lifesteal. The life on hit is going to help you against the single targets and stuff, but that lifesteal is going to make sure you survive through those big ass groups that surround you and blow you up. Um, so yeah, and also realize that there just simply isn't good enough gear in the game right now. Maybe for people who have 100 million gold could possibly uh, even breeze through this stuff, because it's incredibly hard. I think people are going to have a real tough time with Act 2 for at least, I'd say, a month or more. And then Act 3 is not quite as big of a jump as Act 2 is, but Act 3 is also incredibly hard. The thing about Act 3, though, is after you get a little bit further into it, you get to the catapults and stuff, there's little soldiers that help you out and can actually help tank a lot of the guys for you. And you should, if you're having trouble with Act 3 right now, I would highly suggest trying to use the soldiers to your advantage to block fireballs for you and stuff like that. It seemed to work out for me. I was able to get up to the catapult quest, but I haven't been able to get much past farther than that, because you just have to deal with these elites that are just outclass you by far. Like, yeah, you can death skip and stuff, and you probably need a buddy to do that, but geez, it's just incredibly, incredibly hard, and you're just gonna need some great, great gear in order to even consider going up that high. Alright guys, well, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna post this up. If you liked it, please, please like, dislike, I don't care, comment, subscribe so that I can know whether to keep doing these or just stop altogether. Alright, thanks. Bye.